there, this is John from Commercial Real Estate Online. Welcome to the program. This is the video show where I like to share tips, tools and ideas in commercial real estate brokerage around the world. Now, this particular topic is part 2. It's all about agent performance and what you can do individually yourself to improve your market share, your client listing opportunities, and of course, transactions over time. So if you've missed the first video, then check that out at the YouTube website. So now let's have a look at this particular topic and go into it for you to help you with ideas that can drive your real estate business forward. So when you think about the market at the moment, things are changing, of course. And that's where you really do need to prepare yourself for different activities, different focus points, and of course, tapping into new clients. Because as the property market changes, your client profile, your client focus should also change. So think about that and of course use these ideas to help you with that. So when you look at the first slide here, these are all about tips to help you with brokerage, sales and leasing activity. That says that property management is different, and indeed it is. So these strategies can be merged into your business plans as an individual, your actions, your activities. Think about these things and use them. Number 1, track the key performance indicators that have relevance to your location and your property market. So what would those performance indicators be? I'll give you a few here and you can see how they would work for you. Now, time on market, prices, level of inquiry, and the numbers of listings locally. Pretty simple, aren't they? The time on market will change based on the economic sentiment, the business activity locally, and what the investors and the buyers and the business owners are thinking about today. And that will impact the level of inquiry. So all of those things can be tracked simply by writing down who's calling you, what they're calling about, and what they want to do from that point. Now, from these things, you can see exactly what is happening with your listings or property ownership. The property ownership and the location, what are they needing help with? Because you are the service solution that can be offered in the location. And of course, understand how the property market is changing throughout the year, because it is now changing. And your real estate business should also change. Your prospecting, your negotiating, your marketing should change within the changes of the market right now. So adjust your prospecting and your marketing activities for the new market. Do that as soon as you can, because there's business out there. It's different business. It's the business that hasn't been there before. Point number 2. Concentrate your prospecting efforts into a location or a zone of streets and property types. When you concentrate, you can see things, you can do things, you can tap into things. That will be people and properties. Of course, that makes it a lot easier to monitor current prices and listing trends. So when it comes to a sales pitch or a presentation for a listing, the factors of the market will help you convince the client to proceed and move ahead. Now, you want them to know that you are the agent of choice. You are the best agent for the job. So what tools and systems can you use to actually take that forward? Don't be generic, be very specific. So in saying all of that, the factors that you present should be relevant and real to the property type and convincingly displayed. How would you do that? Graphs, charts, statistics, photographs, all of that. Go the extra mile when it comes to showing the client what you're doing, what you're thinking, and what you're seeing. The client likes to know that they're going to choose the best agent for the job. So your key indicators should be graphed for visual display in any presentation. Carry a series of charts and facts about the local property market with you for that very reason. And you can store that information in the cloud on Dropbox or OneDrive, something like that. So you can draw on it on your mobile phone or your tablet or your computer at any time. So you never really know when you will be presenting your ideas and pitching for a listing. And of course, you will be focusing into a property type and a location. So all of that says that you can specialize and should do so. Number 3, have a look at these things. The strategies that you use in every marketing campaign should be well designed and creatively different. That says you can do things more successfully, deeply and directly for the property type and for the clients that you are serving. And of course, there is a difference between open listings and exclusive listings. Make sure you are serving your exclusive listings far more deeply than anything else. Now, most top agents in our industry stand out as unique when it comes to methods of marketing. And that now is quite the case. So when you think about your marketing, think about the local area or the property type or the people that you can connect with, the buyers in each case. You can build a story around that so that each listing presentation shows the client very directly how you will reach the marketing to the target audience. Now, of course, any exclusive agency listing should include vendor-paid marketing funds supported by a comprehensive campaign. That is a fact. Vendor-paid marketing is the norm. It's not the exception. So if you are not converting vendor-paid marketing fund for your exclusive listings, then have a serious look at what you're saying and what you're showing to the client as part of the listing process. You should have a toolbox of very exceptional marketing strategies that apply to an exclusive listing, and then show the client how your campaigns will use those tools to benefit them in what they're trying to do. So every campaign needs to be creatively different and attractive to the target audience. That's your job. As part of that, carry with you a selection of marketing tools and samples of successful property marketing campaigns. And have 3 types of campaigns: gold, silver, and bronze. Now, you will call them something different, but you get the idea. The gold campaign is the best campaign. The silver is the mid-range, and the bronze is El Cheapo. So when you're talking to a client, you'll have your 3 campaigns to show them. Yes, I said show them. Show them the different channels that you will use in media and how those media channels look in real time. So you'll have some copies of adverts, internet postings, editorials, photographs, that sort of thing. Now, as to what you call your campaigns, you could do something simple there like campaign A, campaign B, campaign C. So the client doesn't think that when they choose campaign C, they are deliberately going El Cheapo, and you will know about that. So campaign A, campaign B, campaign C, or campaign 1, 2, or 3. Give the client some choices, because when you do give them choices, they usually choose the middle one, silver. So that will be examples of campaigns to reach the target audience or the client type. That being said, define the target audience. Exactly where is it? What does it look like? What do they want? Where are they? Once you do that, the whole campaign discussion means a lot more sense, if you like, in the property presentation. So let's look at item number 4. A quality listing is well priced and it will create plenty of interest. That's why a lot of the top agents focus on quality listings. It is the case when you have a quality listing in any market, you will get plenty of inquiry. So on that basis, it's essential that you refine your presentation and listing processes. Show, tell, example, campaigns, have a message, have all the support tools around you, photographs, advert, examples, timelines. As a general rule, avoid overpriced property listings or unrealistic clients. Sure, give the client the opportunity to adjust, but if they will not adjust to the true market circumstances that we have now, then walk away from it. Yes, I said walk away from it. There is no point in wasting your time on a listing that is well overpriced. Now, if the client is close to the price range, sure, work with it. But if they are unrealistic, don't waste your time. Let some other agent waste their time. Now, if a client is too far away from the realities of the market today, then it's better to move on to other properties, other discussions, other people. This item here says it all. As an agent, your time is precious. Absolutely. That's why your listings should be well packaged well considered, well promoted, exclusively so. Things to think about there. Number 5. The type of listing that you achieve will be a direct result of the listing pitch and the marketing presentation to be made to the client. Now, I mentioned that earlier and I said, well, make sure you have all the tools to help the client see in your presentation why you are the agent of choice. Ordinary agents don't do that. They just struggle with the whole thing and they hope through some factor of luck that they'll win the business. So information and relevance will help you convert more exclusive listings of a quality nature. So what are the information channels that you can use? I'll mention them again. Quality photographs, campaign alternatives, A, B, and C, a campaign timeline, a definition of the target market, examples of newspaper adverts, online adverts, the best of the best. Help the client see that they have a money choice to make here, vendor-paid marketing money. So base your recommendations on real facts from the market so that the logical choices for the client are easy to see and easy to take. Make it easy for the client to move into the next stage with you. You want to be the agent of choice. That's what the listing pitch is all about. But then you want to make it easy for the client to go to the next stage. So when you consider these things, stories from the market will help your client understand the alternatives and the facts that they can work through. Stories from the market. What stories can you tell about sales or listings recently, about negotiation situations recently? And from that, your clients like to know how other people have worked with you, with the challenges of the property market, and how you have solved things. Is your story good enough to show the client why you are the best agent to help them? Now, have a series of stories available: property situations, negotiation issues, marketing strategies, and successful outcomes. Your story has to be so good, so complete, so visual. And of course, over time, you can have a, if you like, a war chest of ideas there, of stories to use at any time in any way, and you can draw them down from the cloud. That is the easy way. So this says that you should have a plan. When you think about it, build your success as a commercial real estate agent. You'll need to have that plan to work for you when you are actioning it every day in presentations. And of course, you'll adjust those things to the market as you go through the year. Track and measure all of your activity when it comes to client feedback, inquiry, property types, that sort of thing. And work with your strengths, because some of your strengths will be there that you can use in the local market today. What are you really good at? Think about it. Pitching, presenting, conversations, connections. What are your strengths? The weaknesses that you have, and you will have some, need to be removed or perhaps practiced away, because when you practice, you can solve any weakness that you may have. So there are plenty of things to learn here, plenty of things to do in the industry, in your location. Take on board these ideas and they can help you thrive and grow in your real estate business. So this is John Highman. Thank you for listening to the program. Of course, there are ideas here that you can use in your location. I'll catch you in the next video.